Pet the yard a couple times. What's up, YouTube? You know, starting with the first video. What's my first video? I don't really know what to say because I don't know who I am, bro. And I don't like that introduction sweet shit. You know, that shit's sweet. I don't really want to do all that. You can really just get it started. Start the video. We reacting to some scary. No, okay. Today we're gonna be reacting to some real crime. Today's story about dad's story crumbles after son was beaten and burned. So I'm guessing we're looking at some domestic abuse, you know, child abuse type shit, maybe even murder. Cause you know how these get. Nothing else to say, bro. Shout out to Long Crime Network for making this video. There's nothing to say. Let's get into it.
I don't know what happened. Does the crack on his skull that I don't know.
What happened in the shower, Mo? Just get it out now.
I wasn't in the shower with him. I just told him to go take a hot shower.
Standing outside of the shower.
You weren't
going to be in the shower because it was so hot. You wouldn't even get in.
I would get in if I needed to.
No, you wouldn't. You're not a man enough to do that.
Fiery interrogation video just released of a dad who took the life of his 7-year-old son. And just wait until you see the lies.
Okay, so he did die. All right, bro. But you can see, you can just
told and how his story unraveled as he faced 2 detectives in an unthinkable case of child abuse. The action is real and the stakes are high. This is Copcast. I'm Chris Stewart. The video I'm about to show you from an interrogation that took place in New Hampshire will make you angry, and for good reason, because the dad that you will see lies over and over and over again, trying to cover for himself as his son had some serious injuries that led to his death. I want you to meet the victim in this case, Javion Riley. The story I'm about to tell you took place in Manchester, New Hampshire. This boy was just 7 years old. One morning in January, his dad called 911 saying that Javion had been burned by hot water in their home. That water, he says, it was all an accident and came from the shower and the stove. Police brought...
Bro. So you gotta tell me you burnt your son with boiling water? Loki, this shit making me sick. I don't even know if I want to watch this shit no more, bro. This shit don't even feel right, bro. Nah, that's fucking sick.
Dad, Matuda Muhammad, in for an interview, and here's how that began.
All right, Mo, so this red light just means the room's audio and video recorded. We do that for all of our interviews. That way we don't have to write everything down. The door itself isn't locked. It's just closed because there's other people working. That way they don't disturb us. This is just a voluntary interview. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
Anything you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Like I said, you're not under arrest. It's just voluntary, okay? So we're just going to ask you a few questions related to like what everything's going on, try to figure it out, try to get you an update on your son, and then kind of
yes, please. That's what I really came for. So, mostly an update and getting the phone numbers that I need there to contact the right.
Yeah. We'll work on getting that too. So we're just going to write a few things down, just kind of standard notes.
At this point, the dad is playing the role of concerned parent. Then police ask him how he recently got partial custody of his son.
When I was 17 years old when I went and got a DNA test.
Okay.
I think she was sleeping around, so we got a DNA test to figure out who the father was. At the time, I had lived in Washington. I lived in Virginia, Falls Church, Virginia, with my father, and I get a phone call from, I think it was through Facebook or something, and she says, "Hey, I think I'm having your baby. Can you come take a DNA test?" And I'm 17, so it kind of shocked my whole world.
Sure.
Right on my senior year of high school, so I immediately take a mega bus up here to New Hampshire, and I go take the DNA test. And at that time, my mom's like, "You could stay with me until you figure this all out and stuff." And you know, my mom's like, what the heck, you just made me a grandmother. So she's kind of a little bit, she wasn't bummed out about it, but it was shocking. Right. Especially with the way we were raised. We're Muslim, we don't really have children out of wedlock.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, so it's more of a very standard, you know, get married, all that.
Bro, this nigga yapping, bro. This nigga yapping. You can just tell he nervous. You can just tell this nigga nervous. He finna start spilling. Or just start saying some bullshit. Either he even start snitching on himself or start saying some bullshit. I bet you.
Then you have kids. So that was the first couple years after that.
I mean, he know what he's talking
I
about.
was in the best position to have my son with me.
See how they not writing?
I didn't have a vehicle. I was homeless. I'm sleeping on my mom's couch, and so I wasn't able to see my son as consistently as I wanted to. Mm-hmm. So for maybe the first 2 or 3 years of Javion's life, I wasn't there much at all. I would try to contact his mother. She wouldn't let me see him, and stuff like that. And then when he was 3, I was able to get, like, sometimes when she wanted to go out, like, clubbing or something like that, because at that point she only had, she has 3 children now, including Javion, but then it was just Javion that was her son. So when she wanted to go out to do, like, have fun with her friends or whatever, she would let me watch him.
So when it was convenient for her, pretty much.
Yeah, and I'd give her like $60 or $70 before she left.
To get paid some real money. If you live in the US and you play video games for over 10 hours in a
and stuff like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and I'd give her like $60 or $70 before she left. And stuff like that. Because I was very scared of her putting me on child support. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be put on child support.
Yeah,
I don't even have money.
It gets expensive.
And I don't even have money to take care of myself that much at that point. So then fast forward maybe a year or 2 later, she only let me do that for that summer. And then, that's when I was living on Front Street.
Oh, on the west side?
Yeah. We didn't pay the rent. Me and my roommate didn't pay the rent for that month, so we got evicted. And that was the same place Javion would come visit me. At that moment, she found out that I don't have a place anymore. Mm-hmm. So she didn't let me see him anymore. Okay. And then, fast forward maybe like a year or 2 later, Javion looked like 6 years old, about 6 years old. I'm at work, and I haven't seen him in like 2 years at this point, 3 years. And I get a phone call from the DCYF lady. She's saying, hey, the mother of your child right now just got something had happened through the child services. They located me as the biological father because I'm on his birth certificate. Mm-hmm. And they said, hey, they said, when's the last time you seen him? I said, I don't remember, I'm at work. And I'm like, at this point I got a little, I'm like, oh my God, it's child support. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I didn't know what they were gonna tell me next. They started telling me about, because there were some issues that happened at the house with Javion. There was like a felon in the house with weapons, with guns. She was, at the time, she wasn't being compliant with the DCYF.
So you can see Muhammad blaming a lot on the son's mother. Police then have him tell them the story about what happened and listen to what he says.
But you were making oatmeal?
So basically, what I'm getting from this is basically, he was fucking up and his life was getting fucked up. So his baby mama wasn't letting him see his son. Which that's what happens. That's what happens to a lot of niggas. It is what it is. But then something happened to her. So he had to take care of his son. And you killed your son, nigga. Okay.
Just to have like a second breakfast.
Well, the oatmeal we kind of just keep it stocked too, because just in case anytime he gets first throat too. So
I got you. Yeah. Okay.
And the soup was for like lunch, and then the oatmeal's kind of healthy with a bowl of cereal. Then you eat some oatmeal, it's just good for you, gets him big and strong. So
how long had you left the stove on before going into the shower? Was it like immediately, or had it started boiling by the time you got in the shower? Or?
I usually just very confident. So I just put it on, and then when I knew it was gonna start boiling, I knew that. But I take very fast showers, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
So you like turned on the stove and then jumped right in the shower, basically?
Yes.
Okay. So you're in the shower. Then what happens?
In the shower, and then I just hear Javion, That's when I jump out the shower and I go look, and he's on the floor, and the skin is like that, and I seen it on his face and on his neck and his legs, and I'm like, oh my god.
So where is he when you find him?
He's going like this, and then he falls back like this, up against the thing. And
What thing?
the kind of like the wall or something. Like
But what
cabinets.
room is he in?
He's like in the kitchen area, like trying to
Okay.
The stove is right here. Then I have my way into the living room. So he kind of like tried to like walk away from. Obviously, he just got burned.
Hold on, bro. He's talking about it way too fast. And the way he's describing it is like, bro, what the fuck was you thinking? What was you thinking?
So I'm
was he-
hearing what you're describing he's doing. What else do you see in the kitchen that's different than when you left to go take a shower?
Water all over the floor in the pot. So I knew right away what happened.
Okay, so the water's all over the floor. Is there anything else?
Okay, so he's saying he did it on accident. It was him. Like, okay, hold on. No, he's saying he's talking too fast, bro. He's talking too fast. My computer dying. Hold on. Oh, bro. But so basically, is he saying he was in the shower while it all happened?
So I knew right away what happened.
Okay, so the water's all over the floor. Is there anything on the floor? Like, is there water on the floor? Do you have carpet in the kitchen? Like,
Yeah, we have a thing right there.
like a carpet, like an area rug type thing.
Yeah, we got a rug. Yeah.
So is that soaking wet too?
That was wet. Yeah.
Now is that right in front of the stove?
Yes.
Okay. So he's kind of walking around like you're kind of describing like almost like a zombie.
Yeah, like he just started bugging out, and that's when I could tell that it would hurt him really.
Wait, so he got carpet by your stove? Nigga, that don't even make sense. Bro, that's dangerous as hell.
Again, what was he wearing when you saw him?
Oh, he was just wearing like his shorts, and that's how we walk around the house.
So he had shorts and then you did this. So did he have a shirt on as well?
No.
You said shorts and then he went like this. So he had a shirt on?
No, he was like this, like
Okay, so
trying to rub off the hot water. Like it's like like human
Yeah.
instinct. The first thing to do is put
Like
your hand
rub
on
it-
something.
yeah.
So he was like trying to rub it off his chest, and that's when I looked at him. And I was like, holy crap, this is kind of crazy.
Where did you see the red marks or the blisters or whatever you were?
I seen him on his face right here.
Okay.
And then like I could tell that however he hit this bowl of water, it's like he messed up big time because it must have went like
So where else did you see? So head.
all over his body, just all over his body. From that moment, that's when I said, "Baby, take your shirts off, go in the shower."
And what kind of what color was his?
I can't recall exactly. He
Okay.
switches them something. Like he has
So
so
he
much color.
was he running around all morning with just shorts on?
Yeah, that's how we usually are in the morning, But
So-
we're quiet.
I
we're
can't
real
watch-
quiet.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm a-
Because it's the morning.
It's an apartment
Yeah.
building. There's noises all over the
Yeah,
place.
but you hear the scream. When you hear the scream, it's like, whoa. And I was like, okay.
So you see that he's obviously hurt, and then you tell him. Then what happens? So you said something about tell him to go in the shower.
Yeah, because as soon as that happened, I googled like what to do in a situation like this, and it said put him under lukewarm water.
Okay.
So it's like put him in the water and let him take a shower. And I tell him, ask him, baby, it feels better when you're in the shower. He's like, yeah, it feels better.
So he jumps in. Now, do you guys only have one bathroom or two?
Two
Now, which bathroom did he jump into?
hours. Me and Jagon have a bathroom. My mom has her own bathroom.
Now, is her bathroom in her bedroom or?
Yeah, her bathroom.
okay.
Yeah, she has a master bedroom with a bathroom in it, and we don't go.
So you never use that one?
Never. Me
Okay.
or Jagon never use that bathroom.
So you jump into, you have him jump in the shower. He takes his shorts off and his underwear, and then
No, he didn't have no underwear, just shorts.
just shorts on.
Yeah, that's why the burn was really bad on his pee-pee, and I'm looking at it all, like kind of like right here or something like that. It looked worse because I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, the water gets really hot.
And that's
So he
when
jumps
I
in the
put
shower.
the water on it, I could see his skin kind of like peeling, so I'm kind of helping him kind of peel little bits off of it.
Okay.
And when he gets out the shower, he's like, I'm like, baby, this is kind of, you look really bad right now. That was
How long did he take a shower for?
Like 5-10 minutes. Because
Okay.
I was like panic mode. I'm like, whoa, now we
Yeah,
have a
it's
towel.
scary.
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
the little kid, right?
Yeah, so
then,
Okay, but okay, I don't know if I'm getting fooled. I don't know the evidence yet, but at this time he seems like like he's doing the right thing. He looked it up. I mean, you should have called the police, like the ambulance, like if it was that bad, or the ambulance, or like took him to the hospital or something, you know. But from what he's saying, you know, he don't seem like the worst person. Or I'm just stupid, or I'm fried, and I don't understand what this nigga's saying because he is talking a little fast. He do look nervous, but from what he's talking, but it just like they know them two niggas know more than they put on. You know how detectives work. I don't know what these niggas know, and they just look like they not believing that shit. They just, but I ain't see the niggas, so you know.
happen, he gets out of the shower, and then what do you do from there?
he gets out of the shower, then I give him a pair of PJs, because even me as a father, I could not stand looking at it. I could not stand looking at the burn, so I gave him his PJs.
What was he wearing for PJs yesterday morning?
Oh my god, another ad, bro.
His PJs.
What was he wearing for PJs yesterday morning?
Like kapow, kapoo. It says kapow, kapoo, kapang with Iron Man and stuff on it.
Bro, I know
Okay, so does he put underwear on with those, or is it just?
No, we free ball. In the house, we free ball.
I know exactly which one of these talking about.
Most of the time.
You can tell police at this point they are letting him talk. They then
that's what I'm
start to
saying.
push back on his story, and they
Alright,
ask
hearing
him
this nigga
about the
talk.
injuries beyond the burns, the fractures that his son had in his head, along with the second and third degree burns on 15% of his body.
But let's talk about
Fuck.
drinking yesterday. I mean, we knew you had some drinks yesterday morning, so like, do you have a little bit of a problem?
No, I don't have a problem drinking, but recently, maybe the past couple months, I have been drinking more.
What's been going on the last couple months? That's
There's financial issues.
okay. Well, yeah, and you're a new dad now too. Well, not new dad, but like new to fatherhood, because you've never had to deal with all these stresses before. So it sounds like you're going through a lot of stress, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would make anybody drink like Christmas.
Okay, so it's the average drunk dad beating his son type shit, but not the average, because he went a little too far. I wasn't known about the fractures, but I did read the title. It said beaten and burn. I should have put that in that bitch. Thought about that shit a little bit more.
I'm a little.
And that's what it
less
was, coming off of like drinking on Christmas and drinking on New Year's and then drinking on my birthday was January 14th.
So it's got bad enough where you're drinking in the morning.
No, not really. Just these past, like at the holidays, we're just so clapped together that that's what I do. Don't tell my mom I drink; she'll freak the hell out of me. But
Scared of mom. Scared of
on
mom.
Thanksgiving and then Christmas, you're drinking, and then New Year's comes, you're drinking, and then my birthday was January 14th. So I did have like this little the past 3 or 4 months where I had been drinking more than I needed to be, and that's my excuses. Oh, it's this weekend. Oh, it's my birthday weekend.
But yesterday we could smell pretty heavily. So.
Oh, and honestly, it's because I had spilt it on my pants or something like that. That was the same, because it was a pair of pants that I had spilt beer on, like maybe a day or two ago prior to that.
And Mo, I'll be honest with you, the way you're acting today is completely different than yesterday. So I know you were drunk, okay? I'm not here to judge you for drinking. Everybody has a drink, they want to relax. But if you have a problem, you just got to get it addressed. You know what I mean?
What's it called? Like I said, the only reason why I smell like alcohol is because that same pair of pants that I was wearing, I had spilled out.
No, nigga. See, you know he did something because he's lying about the littlest thing. Or if he's not lying, he has an excuse. Because even if, like, bro, you were drunk, there's not even a point to mention if you did that little shit. He's telling you, bro, you smell like alcohol because you're drunk. You're drinking. That's why you smell like alcohol. You wouldn't have poured that shit on you wouldn't have spilled that shit on your pants if you wasn't drinking alcohol. So you were lying about the littlest shit. That's how you know you did something, bro. That's how we know you did something, because you already lying. We're not even asking you the deep questions.
on him like maybe 2-3 days ago
All
prior
right,
to
if you
that.
don't want to admit it, that's fine. But I'm just telling you what I see. I've been a police officer for 10 years. I know kind of what it looks like. Okay, so obviously there's a lot of discrepancies with what you said yesterday, right?
Yes.
Not everything is lining up with what we know from what we found at the hospital.
Yeah, especially because yesterday I was so flustered that that's why I couldn't even be like, the way I was talking wasn't even making sense.
Right.
So,
With everything we know now, this is the time to be honest about what happened, okay? There's other injuries on your son. We need to know how those happened.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Do you think this is an innocent man? Look at his face. He dead ass serious. He dead ass serious. Alright.
So now is the time to be honest with us. We know you're going through a lot of stress.
can you tell me what the other injuries are?
We need you to tell us why.
There's no way you couldn't have seen those.
We need to know why
Injuries are very
he has all
obvious.
these injuries on him. So
Why? See, look. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. Now he know he caught, bro.
you're a father, you care about your son, right? You're excited to be a father, but you're going through a lot of stress with the holidays, not having money. Now you're just handed this kid who you haven't seen in 2 years, so you have all these stresses going on in your life, right? That's a lot to go through, especially with one person. Your mom's working doubles every day. She's working 80 hours a week. We understand why you'd be stressed. We understand people don't handle stress so well, but there's good ways to handle stress, like going to the gym and doing things like that, and there's bad ways of handling stress. I think that the things that are going on with your son are a result of you not being able to handle your stress so well. Am I wrong? Do you think I'm wrong?
I think you're right, sir. You're
Okay.
right, sir.
Okay,
You're right.
so
You're right.
okay, your son's breathing. Okay, he's alive, which is great, right? He's obviously in some pain.
Is he okay though? Is he?
I mean, obviously, since the son's not dead, hopefully he's not dead or he didn't die. Well, not hopefully. Well, no, yeah, hopefully he's not dead. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm cutting that out. What the fuck? I'm talking about not. Bro, okay, never mind. Well, no, not never. Oh my god, bro. Anyway, I'm cutting that shit out. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully, the son's not dead. But, like, the nigga, like, he don't need to be a parent. This nigga does not need to be a parent. Not everybody need to be parents, bro. And I know this. I don't need to be a parent either. But I'm damn well not doing none of that shit, you know? I know I'm good enough not to do that shit. But me being a parent, bro, nigga, I'm young. You feel me? I'm not doing that shit.
Walking? Is he walking?
He's not walking. I don't know if he's talking, but we're gonna go to the hospital today and we're gonna find out more stuff. So before this gets kind of too, it's already pretty heavy, right? This is kind of serious, right? We need to understand everything that happened so we can relay that information to the doctors, because he's in the best care possible right now. But if you don't start being honest with us about how these things happened, they're not going to be able to handle the treatment of him to the best of their ability. You want the best of treatment for your son, right? You want him to be better. You want him to end up back with you at some point, right?
Yes.
That's not going to happen if you don't be honest with us right now. So we know everything that happened isn't the way it went down, really. So tell us what really happened. Don't let this get ahead of you, because you can either look like this huge monster, which I don't think you're a huge monster, Mo. I think you got really upset yesterday. I think you've been really upset over the last few months since you had him, because you're dealing with it all on your own and you're getting no help. But you're going through a lot of stressful situations. I can understand doing some things that are out of character. The things you did sound like they're really out of character of you that you typically wouldn't do, because you're a good
No, I
father.
would not, sir.
So
I would not.
I know the boiling water thing where he grabbed onto it and jumped in on himself. That's not how it went down, okay? We know it didn't.
We all know that. We all knew that. We all knew that. Lying that nigga. He knew that. Nigga over there knew that. And that nigga knew it too. I knew it. You knew it. You feel me? We all knew that, bro. And he looking like, yeah, I know, bro. Like I said, what did I say at the start of the video? I said he either gonna snitch on himself or something else.
And that way, doctors know it didn't happen that way. Anybody who's looking out from the outside in knows it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
Bro.
So tell us what really happened. Don't lie to us,
Yeah.
because this is going to get a lot worse for if you keep lying. So tell us how it went down.
Really, what it was is I left him unaccompanied. I left him when I made him take a shower. I told him to get in the shower, and he put on the hot water. And a couple of weeks prior to that one, I had caught him. I had spoke to him about some things that he's been doing. He's been lying to me a lot about a lot of things, and he was
Yeah, bro. Oh my God, all these ads, bro.
This game, you're not ready for it.
his grandmother about a lot of things. And
So okay, I did have to say something now. When he started like blaming other people, like during the interrogation, bro, you can just tell they did it. Like, I'm gonna keep saying this every time we react to one of these videos, bro. I'm gonna keep saying this. Like, you can just see patterns on how niggas lie. They blame niggas. They do everything else, bro. But they know they the one who did it. You know he did it, bro. You know he did it. He started throwing names under the bus, like his son started lying at. Like, nigga, nobody give a fuck about that. We don't care. We don't care.
he was his grandmother isn't that tech savvy, so I was able to find it on his iPhone.
His grandmother being your mom?
No, his mother's grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like maybe a few months ago. This like 4 months ago. This had happened, and I had talked to him prior to my birthday because what it was is I wanted to know who told him to take those pictures, and I thought it was his uncle. He has a 12-year-old uncle, and I kept on asking him, please don't lie to me, baby. Don't lie to me. Tell me what happened, because I wanted to just find out if somebody's coercing him to take pictures of himself. And I found out that, what's it called? When I talked to him, he said, at first he said, yeah, my uncle did tell me to take those pictures, Dad. And I told him, okay, are you ever gonna let men do that to you? You don't let a man do that to you. And at that point, I did smack him.
When was this?
In like literally the past 5 days or something.
An autopsy found the burns that Javion had were the result of being forced into hot water. They could not have been an accident. The detectives then continue to call BS on Muhammad's story.
Yeah, like I told him, go take a shower. Like, go take a shower.
Just don't talk over me, please. Like, I'm not doing that to you. Don't do that to me.
Bro. No funny shit, but they low-key playing good cop, bad cop. Because this nigga, you know, he was just talking to him the whole time. So this nigga start talking. He starts saying something disrespectful. Listen, don't start talking over me, son. Don't. You see that?
Shower.
Just don't talk over me, please. Like, I'm not doing that to you. Don't do that to me.
But not to me.
You saying I put him in the
Bro.
shower makes me believe that you put him in the shower, and I know that's what happened. I'm just going to tell you, you're lying still. You put him in that shower. You could not scare a kid enough to stand under that water, as hot as it was, to do what it did to him. You put him in that shower, and you did that to him as a torture. You did it because you wanted to discipline him.
No, I told him to get in the shower, and he took the hot shower by himself.
You may have told him to get in the shower, but you made him stay in the shower.
Oh, I didn't make him stay in there.
Yeah, you did.
No kid would.
You see? First of all, when he was talking to him, he said the shower was lukewarm.
Only stay in that shower. And no way. Absolutely not.
He did stay in there, sir.
You know, when we talk to him and he tells us you're a liar.
No, he'll tell you, Daddy made me take a hot shower. That's what he'll say.
Okay.
I told him, and I can't lie. I was like, he knows, like, if he tried to get out the shower, then I'll be more upset and maybe punish him, like, take away his
Exactly. So you forced him out, bro. You forced the nigga in the shower, bro. You're horrible. Niggas
Now it's time because that's what he always wanted to
Take
do.
away his tablet.
No, it wasn't.
Mo, we are so.
No, I know
far
that.
beyond
No, but he just thinks like, because that's how I.
That's not what he's thinking. He's
Yeah.
thinking I'm gonna get whipped with a cord and have all these bruises and injuries. You've done more to that kid than just whip him with a cord. I'm telling you right now, and I'm gonna prove it. The
That's
kid
all
is,
I did, sir.
The kid, no, it isn't.
I
The
done
kid is-
whipping the cord
no.
and just, yeah.
The kid is covered in bruises. His lip is. This is so indicative of child abuse. And
That was-
his. Listen to me. His scalp. The skin is torn from his skull. He's got black eyes. He's got bruises all over his chest, all over his rib cage. His legs are completely covered. This isn't just a. I whipped him with
The
a
hot
cord
water really
6
made
or
all
7
the
times.
hot water really messed it up. The hot water really.
It doesn't cause bruises. It doesn't cause bruises, man.
The bruising, I really don't know about that one, but I can
You've been
be
tuning
really
this kid up
honest.
for a while. That's exactly what it is.
No, it has not been. Like I said, he was just on a visit with his mom 2
It's
weeks
just-
ago, sir.
Right. It's better than
And
last
just
week.
like
When I say a while-
Samantha was here at the house
When I
not
say a
that
while-
long ago with Michelle.
The last week. You said yourself earlier you called him out of school because of the injuries. This didn't happen on Friday.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday, but by then
This happened-
it was just a little bruise on his face. It wasn't.
What, on Thursday and Friday?
Yeah.
So you
no, but look, Thursday. It could have been Thursday or Friday, but
He been disciplining this kid all week.
Thursday and Friday.
So you
He
called
really
him?
wasn't feeling well. I was gonna send him to school. I was gonna send him to school with it because that's not a reason why I took him out of school. He was really not feeling well Thursday and Friday. He was not
Is it
feeling well.
because the skull was cracked? Maybe he's got black eyes. Is it maybe why?
No, the skull crack and all that happened most likely from the shower or something
Right.
like that. But it did not
So
happen.
what happened in the shower for his skull to get cracked?
That's what I'm saying.
You just-
I don't know. I said it could have been from him falling on the speaker. It could have been from him in the shower.
You
It
just
could
said it
have been when
happened from
he
the
fell.
shower. We're getting there, Mo. We're getting a little closer here.
Skull fractures and the skull
I'm trying to tell you that-
doesn't happen just by taking a hot shower. I'm telling you right now, okay?
What
Sorry,
happened in that
I
shower?
don't know what happened. The crack on his skull, that I don't
What
know
happened
about.
in the shower, Mo? Just get it out now.
I wasn't in the shower with him. I just told him to go
Yeah,
take
you're
a hot shower.
standing outside of the shower.
You were else. You were.
You weren't going to be in the shower because it was so hot. You wouldn't even get in.
I would get in if I needed to.
No, you wouldn't. You're not a man
Yeah.
enough to do that.
No, I mean, hey, I messed up. I should have never told him
You
to
did.
take a
So
shower.
tell us what you did. You messed up.
That's what I-
We know that. This isn't going to change. All it's going to do is make you look
Bro,
more
he did something else.
poorly in the end. That you're lying to us. And we're
Be a,
gonna prove
be a
it.
man and tell us the
Honest.
truth.
Just step up and tell us what you did to the
I'm
kid.
trying to tell you, I told him to take a hot shower. and
Yes,
that's-
but what did you do to make him take that shower, Mo? You keep saying you told him to
Nothing.
take a
He
shower.
was just when I tell him that because, like you said, he must have been so scared of me at the moment because I had just hit him with the cord and I had smacked him up.
Listen, if he only had the burns on his body, I might be okay. We can kind of go that route. With the other injuries to his body, it's not true, man. It's not true. He's not that scared of you.
Yes, he and
He's terrified of you
I don't
now.
think so that way, but I'm trying to tell you, I don't want him to be scared of me. I did not think that the hot shower was going to damage him that much. The water gets really
What
hot.
about all the bruising then? What about the fractured skull? What about the
fractured
scalp
skull, that
issue?
one I don't
What
know
the
about
lip
that.
rip? What about his lips being
The
bruised?
lip rip and the
bruises?
fractured skull, that one is really could be
Oh.
from falling.
No.
Yeah.
You're lying to us. You're lying to us, and I'm getting frustrated with you because I'm trying to be respectful to you. You're lying to us. You're not being complete. You're minimizing.
Please
the
can I
hell
look
out
at
of
my
this.
mom and take car keys if anything?
You're not. We said you're free to go at any time.
Okay.
You're not under arrest. This is a voluntary interview.
So, and one thing I want to say is that now with what's going on, is there like some type of, sorry to interrupt you too, is there some type of report or something out there going around that's, because the neighbors came up to my mom saying that we were kind
Don't worry about what other people think. We don't release anything, okay?
Yeah,
This
because
is
that
an-
was very uncomfortable.
This is an open case. We don't release anything.
Yeah.
It's all. We have no reason. It's nobody else's business besides ours and your family.
The next day, police arrested Muhammad. This was less than a week before his
I was
son.
just gonna say that he finna leave and they finna arrest him the next day, cause he just gave him all the evidence. All they needed to do is show the judge this. Can I get a warrant for this nigga arrest? Instant arrest.
Passed away from his injuries at the hands of his own father. All of this took place in 2023. Fast forward to this year. In May, Muhammad pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. He was sentenced to
So he did die.
5 years to life in prison. This is video of Muhammad in court per WMUR-TV in New Hampshire, and here's what he said when he tried to apologize in front of the judge.
Well, I take full responsibility for the death of my son, Javion. I should have never been using drugs and alcohol that led to the decisions I made and ultimately led to my son's death.
The judge said that Muhammad, after all of that, still didn't show remorse and still didn't understand the weight of what he had done. He was sentenced to the maximum allowed by the state of New Hampshire, 45 years to life in state prison. That will do it for Cop.
See, he never will understand, bro, like, what he did, because he never had as much love for that kid, you know? And, like, he just a murderer. Like, he just doesn't care. He didn't care. Like, he doesn't care what he did to his mother, his grandmother. Everybody around that kid probably loved that kid. And he was just beating the fuck out of him and torturing him, while his mama was working 80 hours a week. He was hiding that shit. Like, damn. But that's the end of the video. I'm gonna catch y'all again on the next video. I probably look chopped as shit because I think the camera like inverted. Bro, I'm probably like the ugliest nigga alive on this camera, to be honest. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Rate me 10 out of 10. I mean, rate me out of 10 in the comments. I need a cut. You know? But that's signing out. Buzz Lightyear. And, you know, to infinity and beyond, nigga. Fuck. Time out.